Tonight, a special time-lapse edition of Exposure. Exposure. Featuring a day in the life of director Dave McQuillan. And his mind-shattering short film, The Materialists. Exposure.
Sci-Fi short film program.
Tonight, a special Exposure time-lapse focuses on director Dave McQuillan. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii, McQuillan attended the University of Illinois before studying film at Columbia College. Currently, he works as a freelance editor in Chicago and is writing a feature film script.
I don't think science fiction film has touched a fraction of its potential. All of the great science fiction films have yet to be made. I wanted a film that was driven by an idea, not a character. I wanted a film that was literal, not thematic or metaphoric. Materialism, in this context, has nothing to do with greed. Basically, it's a theory that, in one way you can put it, there's no such thing as a soul. That everything we are, our thoughts, our feelings, our memories, it is all simply an expression of the matter that makes up our brain.
I need some help here!
He's sloughing. How long have his eyes been open?
I didn't see it.
Add him in. This should go on for quite a while.
Tom?
Now's not the time, Lorraine.
What's happening?
It's all part of it, Lorraine. Please wait outside.
Is he conscious?
Somebody please, now.
All I'm looking for is a few answers. Brother, if I had the answers, I'm telling you I would give them to you. There's no file, there's no record. This is a hospital. My pain is nothing less than a bother, especially when there's something someone so young.
I remember a fight Matthews and I had the night I finally lost Tom. I told him, "You treat my husband like he has no soul." Matthews just shook his head impatiently and said, "None of us do, Lorraine. We've already proven that."
Tom?
I was thinking maybe I'd take you up on those lessons.
Tom, it's almost midnight.
I caught her, Sally. She's been lying to me all along.
Come on.
I got here as soon as I could. Come on, Lorraine, what's happened? Where did he go?
It's in the kitchen. I'll show you.
His medication?
Placebo, isn't
He thinks we're lying to him.
Not about this. How long has he been gone?
Since 5:15. He's got a picture of Sure.
That's impossible. There's no way he could remember.
I saw it with my own eyes, Tony. He has a sketch. He's not coming back, Tony. How long has he got?
36 hours, tops.
I
Tom, I need you to do something for me. I need you to tell me everything that happened, not just tonight, but from the very start.
You already know most of it. I came back from the hospital, and then a month later, I went back to work.
Yeah, but what was it like? I mean, how were things when you first got home?
Okay, I guess. Sally, there were a lot of expectations.
Welcome home.
I don't get it.
They're from Dr. Matthews. He special ordered them for you last week.
Tribunes?
Sports highlights, mostly. He thought they'd help you with your memory. Wait till you read about OJ.
Why? Did he do something special?
Yeah, he did something special, all right.
You haven't changed a thing.
I still intend to fill it.
Look, Lorraine, about the miscarriage, I was...
You were there for me.
The way I've been lately.
It doesn't matter now. You're home.
Next, forget everything you remembered. Thomas Cox begins the mysterious search for his past. And start the day with director Dave McQuillan as Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues.
Exposure.
Time-lapse. With director Dave McQuillan.
I will get up around 5 o'clock and write till 6 or 6:30. No, not a moment of crisis. This is like my second pass through this. Basically in place. The characters just need some tweaking. Yeah, hey Shanice, it's Q. I just want to let you know that we're running late. We missed our 6:17 train, so we'll be on the 6:48. We should be in no later than 7:15.
And now, the Materialist continues.
Look, Joe, just handle it. And get me that medicine.
We should be out there, Tony.
Joe's got 10 people on the street right now, Lorraine. We can do more good here. Look, I know this is hard for you. But you and I both know in a few hours, Tom is going to start feeling very sick. And when that happens, he's going to come home, Lorraine. He's got nowhere else to go.
I wish I were so sure.
I promised Lorraine that we would get back on top, no matter what it took. So as soon as I felt up to it, I went back to work.
Is that when you first started noticing changes?
No, that's what's funny. I didn't struggle at first. I was behind, but my aptitudes and my instincts for the job were intact.
So when was it?
Now I know I truly made it back.
Blatant disregard for cardiovascular health. It's a true sign of a committed professional. Anyway, it's good to have you back, man. We need you.
Yeah. God, this place hasn't changed a bit.
What?
Can I clear that for you? Thanks. You guys have a good one now.
Few things have changed.
They sure have.
You don't really think that was it?
Well, my efforts to catch up at work just started to stall. Every week became more of a struggle, and new information just stopped sinking in. You and I started our acquaintance, and Lorraine occupied less of my thoughts. And still, all of this I'm able to rationalize, but the drawing, it's a whole different matter.
That's your father. He doesn't look a thing like you.
No, he's nobody. He's just a figment of my imagination.
And you could do none of this before the operation.
Not a lick.
Look, I'm stuffed. You ready?
You go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Tom, those system specs you gave me this morning, they won't work.
What?
Look, I know it's not my area, but with you gone so long, I looked them over. You've got at least 3 incompatibilities with recommended hardware, and Phil's having a cow.
I thought everything checked out.
You'll get it right. Just don't take too long. Okay, buddy?
Sure.
Trouble with the boss?
Actually, yeah.
Don't let it get to you. God, why don't you come to class with me sometime?
It's just a hobby, Sally.
Well, I see enough potential here to make it a little more than that.
I've already got a job.
So why aren't you there right now?
My wife wouldn't like it.
What happened to you, Tom?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on. The medicine, the cane, the way your boss seems so uncomfortable around you. I'm sorry.
No, wait, please. Sit down. Eight months ago, I had a brain tumor removed. And there were some complications.
The limp?
Yes, that. There were others. I suffered some significant memory loss.
Amnesia?
No, well, amnesia implies that there's a chance of recovery. My memories are gone for good.
How much?
About 2 years immediately prior to the operation.
Sloughing.
What's happening?
How long have his eyes been open?
Please, is he conscious? I want to stay. Why can't I stay?
Next, are you who you think you are?
What happened to me at the hospital?
And director Dave McQuillan works 9 to 5. When Exposure Special Time-Lapse Edition continues.
Exposure.
Time-Lapse.
All new, all original, Monday Prime.
First Wave.
Welcome to Raven Nation.
Invisible Man.
There's no such thing as an invisible man.
Lex.
I want to take you where you've never been before.
The next phase of Sci-Fi. Monday Prime. Tomorrow, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
This is Sci-Fi.
Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues with director Dave McQuillan.
Well, the company we were working at is called Towers Productions. It's probably the biggest television production company here in Chicago. Towers does approximately 70 to 80 documentaries a year. So we got comments?
Yeah, we got comments.
Outstanding. How bad?
Yeah. Could be worse.
Major rewrites? That's cleaner, isn't it?
Time is money.
Expensive covert operations.
There's like an exterior just sort of.
Ooh, much shorter.
Good.
It's 20 seconds.
Can we maybe do a slightly longer flash and maybe pull the track back a little bit? But did we ever get that?
If you want to go longer, we'll need to start it earlier.
The crew was already anxious to get home when in mid-April.
I think I spend more time with Dave McQuillan than I do with my wife here in Having 3.
And now, the Materialist continues.
Could it have been a nightmare?
No, he was there. I saw him.
Did you confront Lorraine?
How? How do you tell a woman who has been through 3 years of hell with you that you don't trust her anymore? I just kept on playing the charade until today. This paper was delivered.
What?
Matthews didn't special order these. You've been saving our own subscriptions all along. I remember the Stevens kid. He used to live just up the street.
Tom, I don't know.
You knew 2 years ago that I would be having this memory loss. Now, how could you predict that?
Tom, please. Things have been going so well.
Well, I got bought out today.
What?
They felt I was no longer able to handle the job, and they're right. Lorraine, what happened to me at the hospital?
Nothing.
I don't know. Tom, where are you going?
Materialist. You knew him.
No.
Who is he, Lorraine? Part of the medical team?
I've never seen him.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. You don't understand.
Understand? God, Lorraine. Damn it, you never lie to me. What is happening?
You're healing, that's all.
I am changing.
You're not changing, you're adjusting.
Adjusting? You think this is all that is? Then how come I don't think the same? Where did I learn how to draw like that? No! You tell me, why am I falling in love with another woman?
Stop it. What are you doing?
Getting some answers.
Oh, God, Tom.
Tell me what happened.
You don't know what you're doing. You've got to stop.
Goddamn placebo, isn't it?
No. Don't. No!
I grabbed a few things and left. He's the key, Sally. Whoever he is and whatever he knows, I need to find it. Will you help me?
How?
I don't know.
Tom.
I'm sorry. It's okay. I didn't realize with boyfriend. I'm sorry. It's just from the first moment that I saw you. I can't explain it.
Tom, stop. It's not what you think.
Next, the truth is out there.
We think we know where he is.
And director Dave McQuillan heads back to school. When Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues. Exposure time-lapse. Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues with the director of the Materialists, Dave McQuillan.
Hey, you recognize this gentleman? Yeah. Hey, Charlie, how are you? Hey, how are you? Good. Okay.
But you want to show this first?
Yeah, just go ahead and show it.
And then we'll
I'll answer questions, yeah.
Let me give it to the guys back in the projection room.
Okay.
And you can just, if you want, do you feel more comfortable sitting in the back while your film's
I like
playing?
the back.
All
yeah.
right, come on. Come on in the back and we'll get you settled in and then I'll bring you up.
All right.
All I'm looking for is a key answer to whether if I had the answers I'm telling you all the difference. There's no file, there's no records, it's no monkey.
In terms of like the education here, I don't think you're getting any less or any more of an education than you're going to get regarding film at NYU or USC or any schools. I really honestly believe that you are learning everything you need to know here. That research is not my forte. It should be and it will be, but I just find that doing too much research ahead of time just means you're not writing. I mean, that's the thing. There's actually a big market for what they're doing there. But if you go to the festivals and everything that wins is these 10-minute high-concept camp comedies. You know, hi, I'm a salesman, an insurance salesman for relationships. Hi, you know, here's a guy who masturbates, and when he does, it starts a fire, you know.
And now, the Materialist continues.
I don't care. You contacted them all. I mean, all the clinics too. I want them all covered. Right. No, it's a pacer. I don't know.
Tony,
That's the picture he drew?
flip it over. He mentioned this waitress at Perry's who likes his drawings.
Joe, Tony, we think we know where he is.
Anything?
They're not here.
Check out back.
Hey, Joe. You better come take a look.
Tom, this doesn't make any sense. He's a prosthetics engineer. I don't see what that has to do with your case.
I don't know.
Christ, Tom, you look awful.
Just keep driving.
No, get everyone out. We've got to soften this as much as possible. Look, I don't see what other options we have. Good. Let's go.
There's nobody here?
Oh, there's gotta be.
preserving them?
No, it's too warm.
Patient records.
Stay here.
Tom.
Look at these. Do it.
Next, they stole his mind. Now, he wants it back. And Dave McQuillen heads home when Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues.
Exposure.
Time-lapse.
Burglarized. The national assets are stolen.
Counterterrorism, sperm retrieval. Little guys were stolen. You two are gonna bring them back home.
Can't wait to put this job on my resume.
It's part of a plan to improve the breed.
He's gonna turn people into geniuses.
Starting with Bobby Hobbs.
What?
The Invisible Man, a sci-fi original series. Disappearing Monday at 9.
This is Sci-Fi.
Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues with the director of the...
I have to say I've really been blessed with, Nancy's apartment.
Hello? Hi! It's okay. Can you say hi?
All right, so what do we got here? Time for Donna the cook, huh?
Well, I had a totally jam-packed day, and then had a diarrhea, and then that pretty much catches you up. So
oh, everything's chopped, so I just gotta cook the meat and we gotta go. Okay. Hey, sit down. What are you doing? Hey, mister. What was that? Did you want some cheese? Okay, we got the sour cream, we got the sauce. What's wrong, Kevin? You're making a mess.
All
yes,
right.
you are.
One of us is going to come sit down with you now.
Look.
I guess I would just say that I'm impatient for others to see the talents in Dave that I do.
And now, the Materialist continues.
Hello, Thomas. What's happening to me? You're dying, son. Take this. No. You tell me first. You were part of the medical team, weren't you? My name is Jason Shore. I'm part of the team that saved your life. We were close 10 years ago, but one thing always held us back. Nerves. We couldn't get those little buggers to regenerate until Tony's breakthrough. Dr. Matthews? Yeah. Tony's one for the history books. Isolated the enzyme that suppresses neural division. We've had few setbacks since. Look here. Those gray specks in the skin, that's what remains of the scaffold. You're building them? Yeah. We populate the scaffold with the patient's own cells. Cellular division does the rest. It's amazing, really. The scaffold dissolves over 6 weeks, and as the cells start to mesh, they instinctively realize what part of the body they're creating. All we have to do is get them started. But I still don't see what this has to do with me.
I've seen the post-op interviews, Thomas. What's your last memory before the gap?
Talking to a technician before an MRI.
Exactly.
But I don't see what any of this has to do with a tumor removal.
Thomas, your whole head was riddled with cancer. There you were at 29, your career prospering, your wife pregnant, and all of a sudden you have less than a year left. We came to you, Tom, with an offer to save your life. This is you. It's all structural, Tom. With these new MRIs, we get all the detail we need. We just have to reproduce it exactly. Think of it as a biological photocopy. Your memories, your personality, your likes, dislikes, it's all preserved.
Why wasn't I told?
We felt your recovery would go smoother if you didn't know. Allow you to focus on reestablishing your life.
Rain.
No. Rain always wanted to tell you. You made her promise not to.
Why?
That's not important right now, Thomas. Take the medication.
No. Why didn't I want to know?
Thomas, you don't want to go into this now.
Tell me.
Take these now.
No.
Damn it, Thomas. Use the donor cells. We did an extraction on you first, but your cancer was too pervasive. We couldn't identify the sample, so we found a donor. A fully waived, generously paid, volunteer donor.
Who?
Who was the donor?
What's the point, Thomas? Who we are was all structural.
But the changes.
Your personality and abilities may shift gradually as his DNA drives future brain growth. But it's your structure, Tom. Your past, your experiences, you, not him.
Who was it?
I need to know. I need to meet him.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Sally. No, Sally. Sally.
You get away.
Sally, I didn't know.
Don't you go near me.
Don't.
Get away from me. You monster. You fucking monster.
Next, his crisis of...
This is where we're going, as opposed to where we've been.
And more with Dave McQuillen when exposure continues.
Exposure.
Time lapse.
There's no such thing as an invisible man.
Lex. I want to take you where you've never been before.
The next phase of Sci-Fi, Monday Prime, tomorrow, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
This is Sci-Fi.
On the next First Wave,
Who are you?
Cade comes face to face
You know who I am.
with his most powerful ally yet.
Welcome to Raven Nation. We're your army.
This is the war room. It's a fully outfitted command center.
This Cold War is heating up.
Time to party.
First Wave, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on Sci-Fi.
And now Exposure's special time-lapse edition continues with the conclusion of The Materialists.
It wasn't intentional. All we needed were a few hundred cells. But when they do the extraction, they keep you conscious, and David, he just lost it. He broke free of the restraints before Matthews could remove the probe. You do realize she'll never want to see you again. Matthews always said the public wouldn't be able to handle this.
So what now?
You know, I once knew this girl. She was a real bright girl. She was pretty and intelligent and full of promise. But there was always something that was never quite right. Because you see, despite all of her qualities and all of her talents, she could never quite find a reason to believe in herself. And then she met this man. And he wasn't perfect either, but it didn't matter because every time she saw the love in his eyes, she had her reason. And I want that man back. I want that man back, Tom. Oh, God, Tom, holding out on you was the hardest thing I have ever done. Please don't hold it against me now.
I don't hold it against you. I did, but not now.
We can still start over.
No, Lorraine. The man you love is dead.
Director Dave McQuillan.
You know, I think science fiction is a lot of fun, but more than that, I think science fiction is flat out important. If you look at the world we live in today, technology affects our lives more than anything else. Look at how much the internet has changed our lives in the last 5 years. And science fiction is the only genre of literature or film that addresses where we're going, as opposed to where we've been.
Log on to exposure.sci-fi.com and re-expose yourself to the short film The Materialists and check out an extended interview with writer-director Dave McQuillan. And in the coming weeks, exposure.sci-fi.com presents 3 twisted tales of dysfunctional families. From Vincenzo Natali, director of Cube, comes the story of one man's bizarre addiction to television, plus the stop-motion tragedy, Family Portrait, and the incredibly creepy My Familiar. And join us next week for more extraordinary short films on Sci-Fi's original series, Exposure.
Exposure.